Okay. Hey, this is Nessyp of Nessyp Entertainment. You guys, I have a special treat for you tonight. I have not that kind of grandma. Miss Feliu, how are you today?
I am fantastic. Getting off of work, trying to relax some in this cold, chilly weather.
We're in Florida. Everybody's for this cold, chilly weather.
It is cold, chilly.
I always find that amusing when somebody says that cold and chilly here in Florida. Okay, Miss Blue, you have been all over the place modeling.
Yes, ma'am.
I am like, I follow her all the time. I stalk her page too, whether she knows it or not, though. And she is just amazing as to what she's doing when she's modeling. So I wanted to ask you, how did you get into modeling?
Oh, goodness. I actually got into modeling probably about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And that was I was 55 then. I was kind of young. And
You're still a
I
baby.
I'm still a baby.
That's right.
Okay. Um, I had a friend that is a director of
Mhm.
modeling and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I was invited and I had no idea of what I needed to do or how to do it, but she kind of coached me and I think I was bitten from then because the thing is that I've always been in costuming and I've always dressed people. But
Okay.
when I started getting dressed, it felt really nice.
Okay. So
So
when you say she got you into it, the director, were you like in any plays or just doing the runway thing?
I had been in plays before. I've always been involved in the arts.
Okay.
So I've been in the arts with one particular show for 26 years. And last week, Sunday,
Wow.
was my 26th year. So it started out in St. Pete as the chocolate nutcracker. Then it went to the nutcracker twist. Then it went to the family blessing. And this past Sunday was the family blessing. And
Okay.
basically, I'm an actress in it and I do wardrobe also. So I dress all the kids in it. And there's about 100 kids
Oh my
that,
goodness.
yeah, and they change clothing about a good 10 times.
All
So
all 100 of them?
pretty well, let's say 90.
Oh, that's you might as well say 100 if you're gonna
I
say
may as well
90.
say 100. But then the thing is, as costuming them, I also play in the play. And I play a homeless woman. I play a homeless grandma.
Okay.
That the scenario is that this young boy is really in love with his grandma and she becomes homeless and he's looking for her. But apparently, I get hit by a New York cab. So, yeah, I've died for 26 years. So I die every year,
Oh
you
my
know.
goodness.
Yeah, but it's a very good storyline. Jay Henson is the director of it now.
Mhm.
And she's out of Clearwater and she has an art program that I've worked for a number of years. And I
Okay.
mean, she's very involved in it. And whether I say I quit every year, I end up going back every year because last year was my last year. And
Uh-huh.
I got called two
You
days.
were there this year?
Well, they called me 2 days before the show. And they're like, we can't do the show unless you die and dress these people. So,
Oh my goodness. I that's amazing to me because to be able to do all of that at one time, because I know that you work really you work a lot with the community where you are.
yes,
And
I. Mhm.
go ahead,
No, I
please.
say I do. I've been in this community almost 40 years now.
Okay. So that's why everybody knows you.
As Mama Blue.
Yeah, everybody knows
Mama Blue.
you is Mama Blue. So you have a brand now, not that kind of grandma.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with that?
I didn't. I was sitting down somewhere and God gave it to me and I ran with it. And and it's the God honest truth. I had no intentions, no idea of branding anything because I didn't even know the first thing about branding anything.
Okay.
But I heard it. I heard it and I sat on it for a minute and then I heard it again. And
Okay.
I'm fairly spiritual, and I mentioned it to my pastor and I mentioned it to his wife, and they were like, well, if you heard it more than once, then you're supposed to go with it.
Yeah.
And being not that kind of grandma basically says you live your best life because life is too short. And my theory and my motto on that is I make my minutes count. I don't think about days, I don't think about hours. It's minutes. Because
Oh,
from 1 minute to the next, you could be gone.
that is true. That is true. That means that I have to get my not that kind of grandma t-shirt because I saw the t-shirts.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the thing is when you're a grandparent, be it you're raising your grandkids or you have grandkids, you always have to stop and remember that you do have a life.
exactly. You're
And for
exactly right.
me, I love all nine grandkids. I have nine grandchildren. The oldest 24 and the youngest is 2.
Oh, oh, I bet your house is fun at Christmas.
It's all right. It's all right because I have 4 here and 5 are grown, so
Okay.
they're scattered. But I do talk to them, and the thing is that when I ask my grandkids that are here, what
Mhm.
kind of grandma you want, because I do ask them that. And I
Okay.
said, do you want the one that is sitting down, knitting, watching TV with you, or you want the fun one? Right away, they're like, oh no, we
Oh,
want
we want
not
the
that kind. They say not that kind of grandma.
when I first heard that, when you first started, because me and Miss Blue, we've been friends, auntie sister friends for a little while now, and when I heard that, it just kind of hit me because you're right. We have some people have this version of grandma just sitting there knitting and watching TV, and I'm like, I'm not like that,
Right.
and it just hit me so hard. And I was like, that is so amazing. And that's exactly how I felt. So that's another reason that I need to get a t-shirt.
And
I'm not that
okay,
kind of
we'll
grandma.
get your size. And I actually have a purse now.
Do you?
Yes, I'm marketing a purse called Not That Kind of Grandma stitched on it. It's a really nice purse too.
Okay. So maybe I should get the purse versus the t-shirt because I can wear the purse more than I can wear the t-shirt. So I might, yeah. Yeah. I think that's really
Well,
cool.
I'll send you a photo of each and then you decide which one you want. But I'm trying
Okay.
to right now just market it. We're
Mm-hmm.
looking at getting a tabletop with grandmas. I'm trying to do
Oh,
events with
okay.
grandmas, and things like that. And what kind of fun things. I have a grandma now that's a real good friend of mine, and she
Mm-hmm.
roller skates.
She roller skates. Oh, that would be cool. I would kill myself, but that sounds
I,
like
well,
fun.
I don't know if I'm gonna kill myself, but I'm gonna try it. So I gotta go out and buy some skates.
Okay. I
You
want to go,
know,
I want to go back to your modeling because it is such an inspiration for women
uh-huh.
and not, I don't want to specifically say older women, but just
Right,
women in general, uh,
right,
to be able to just do you. Does that
right.
make sense? Yeah,
It does, it does. And the thing with the modeling, I mean, I enjoy it for the simple fact that there's no limit. Well, I don't know if you know Bo Bess,
name
and
sounds familiar.
she's a very pretty young lady, and she has a podcast, and it's she has a thing called Bo's Talks.
Okay.
And I did an interview with her. I mean, we both kind of collaborated. And when it comes to the not that kind of grandma, when it comes to the modeling world, it has to be ageless
Mm-hmm.
sizeless,
Yeah.
shapeless,
Yeah.
all of that. And we have we have created something that we're good at what we do, and we don't really pay attention to the ones that are a size two because we're seasoned models,
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah,
you
I
know?
get it.
So the thing is that you have to be comfortable within yourself in order to attempt to even go out to the modeling scene, because what happens sometimes, you get people that say submit to a gig, let's say, and they say, okay, you have to be 5'7", you have to be 130 pounds. Well, I haven't been 130 pounds since I had my first son. And 5'7", I'm never gonna see unless they put me in a pine box and they stretch me out. So I mean, just go for it. All they can do is say no. But the thing is that when you bring a character of yourself
Mhm.
and give the people what they want, they forget they even asked for a size.
Okay, so when you say get that character for yourself, because fortunately for me, a lot of people don't know this, but Miss Blue had me out there modeling, and it was different. I mean, I had never done it before. Um, thank God for the women that were part of the show because they were so encouraging. Um, you can do it this way, you can do it that way, and they just made it a lot easier for me because I was really nervous. Um, and so
Right.
they made it so much easier. And I think once you have that inside support, and that's what I'm going to call it, inside support by different women, like you said, there's no size, there's no color, there's no height, and that makes a big difference versus those size two. Because I haven't
Yeah.
been a size two since before I was in
Two.
high school.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that was the biggest part is that women our age support each other, and
They
that
do.
made a big, big difference.
Yeah. And the thing is that lots of people don't realize that women our age have some type of, I call it knowledge or
Okay.
wisdom,
Yeah.
you know. And
Yeah.
the thing is that as older seasoned women, we encourage just in
Yes.
general.
Yes.
So
Totally.
when you're encouraged and when you have that in you, you encourage others. So it doesn't really matter what you look like, what size you are. We try to tell them, okay, the dress is a little crooked, so you got to fix it here, your hair, and
Mm-hmm.
we guide them. So the same way that we guide them, they tend to guide us in the modeling world because they've done it. So there's a way of walking. So I kind of, observe, and I may not walk just like them,
No,
but
I've
I
seen
pick
you
up.
come down the aisle dancing, so
Right, because you gotta bring you.
okay.
You gotta bring you. And the thing is that it's like my lean. If I don't lean, people get mad.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
So they're
goodness.
like, okay, you gotta put the lean in somewhere.
Yeah.
And some people, fashion designers, don't want that because they want straight runway or something. But then you get that one designer that is like, do you have fun?
Okay. Well,
And then that's where I can create that dancing or that leaning or that me.
one of the things that I've been to a couple of shows, and one of the things I found out that it's a lot more fun with designers that are just starting out because they are so creative and it's like, okay, so you do you, but I need you to wear it this way versus
Right,
structured, and that
right.
makes a big difference, and that I think is fun, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. And there are a lot of shows that are fun. Not saying that the other ones are not, because
Hmm.
when you do a straight runway or you're doing a couture line, those are fun too, because what it is you're creating in your head the walk. You're giving the designer the vision that
Okay.
they want.
Okay.
So once you bring that and they see it, you get called back.
Okay, so I'm gonna be sitting in the audience cheering, cheering
No,
you on.
you did good. I still have the picture of you in the outfit.
Oh no! Don't you show
You
that
did
picture.
good. No, I won't. I won't post it.
Okay, so Miss Blue, tell me, what advice would you give a seasoned woman that decides that, you know what, that's something I would really like to try? What advice would you give her?
Basically, what I would say to her is she has to make sure that that is what she wants to do.
Okay.
Because the thing is that you can do a fashion show and they like you and they want you to come back and you're like, okay, I'm done. So
Mm-hmm.
why go out there and why put yourself out there if it's not something you're passionate about?
Okay.
So, and with that being said, the advice that I would say is make sure that is something you want to do. And then the thing is, work at it. And if you need to get training, because there's plenty of people out there that can train you in your walk, in your hair, in your styling or whatever. There's tons of people out there. I been blessed, and I'm going back to my to spirituality. I've
Mm-hmm.
never taken classes, but
Get out.
I've never taken a class in my life. But
See,
the
you
thing,
would never know it. You would never. Like I
right?
said, I've seen you come down the aisle dancing, with the
Uh-huh.
music and yeah. So that's amazing.
But I've been fortunate and I've been blessed with many skills and many gifts because they're gifts. So I've never
Okay.
taken classes. I've never taken wardrobe classes.
Wow.
So
I've seen you in some outfits, man. It's like there is one that you have in that black suit with that red scarf. You're
oh my,
sta-
not that kind of grandma suit.
yeah. Oh, God, I love that picture, man. I was like, oh my God, I wish that was me. It is so it's classy. You guys have to go find Miss Blue and look at her pictures, but it's classy, it's sexy,
Yeah.
you got
And that
this
there's
attitude.
right. And it says I look at that picture and that picture says power.
Yes, yes, it
And
does.
there's a story behind the suit because I've had always since I was very young wanted a male double-breasted suit.
I do too. I do
Yeah.
too.
So a
Or a
friend of
tuxedo. I want to,
yes.
yes.
So a friend of mine who is very well known in St. Pete, he has a title company. He goes to this tailor in Tampa called Bespoke.
Okay.
And I told him I was going to walk in New York Fashion Week and I wanted a double-breasted suit. Well, he sponsored me and he
Oh,
had that suit
wow.
made for me in
Oh,
Italy.
wow. In
And
where?
in Italy, well, it was made in Tampa, but the fabric and everything came
Yeah.
from Italy, and my name is inside the suit.
Oh,
I'm like, that's special.
yes. Yes, very
That's
much
real
so.
special because I would have
Yes.
never been able to afford it. So so he sponsored me with the suit and I am so ever grateful.
I can see you in Fashion Week, New York. Oh yeah, I could see that in my head. I can so
Yeah.
see that in my head.
And the
And you,
lining in the inside is the bomb because you haven't even seen the lining in the inside. It's like red and black flowered silk.
ah, okay, so see, I got to come and hang out in your closet and see. I mean, I couldn't wear anything because we're so
Uh-huh.
different in height, but I would love to see the inside of that suit because you're right. That suit says power.
Hmm.
Uh, and I love it. That's my favorite picture of you. It really,
Yeah.
really
But
is. That's my favorite.
They're in Tampa and they're tailors and they make men and women's clothing and
Okay.
it's, it's really cool.
We're gonna have to talk about this off camera here. Okay, so I have one last question. If somebody else wanted to see your t-shirts or your purses or other things that you are getting ready to start, how would we get in touch with you?
Basically, I am on Facebook under Blue Feliu, Blue. Feliu. And
Mhm.
on Instagram, I'm at Blue Feliu, not that kind of grandma.
I'm telling you, you guys, not that kind of grandma just really fits her to a perfect T. When I get older, and me and her kind of this almost the same age. I think I'm maybe a
No,
couple of months, but I want to be
no,
her. Yeah,
no, I don't
I
think
do.
so. I think I got you beat. I think I got you beat. I just got
Uh-uh.
my red, white, and blue card September.
Uh, okay, couple. I said a few months. I said we a few months, but the thing is, you are such an inspiration to us older women, and I thank you for who you are. I love you dearly. You know, you my sister, auntie, friend. See,
Yes.
we got our own names, sister, auntie, friend, and I am so very proud of you.
And
I
I am
love you
proud of you
dearly.
also. I am proud of you because you will be modeling again. And
She
I
says
love what
that.
you do. I love what you do. I love what you do. And I always love the fact that you support the arts 100%. And
But
you
I
know,
have so much fun. It's to me, I don't look at it as support because I have so much fun. I learn so much. Anytime I'm around you guys or the art industry itself, I learn so much. And that's what makes me me because I have fun with it learning, but I have fun with it. So that makes a big difference. So I don't know if it's so much of support as to trying to be better than what I am. But thanks to you guys, because you know, I I see a lot of things that I would have probably never experienced if it hadn't been for you guys. So thank
well,
you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And when you're not around, we miss you.
You
So
know,
when I,
I've been trying to get over there. I am going to try. I'm gonna do better. I promise.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
do
Well,
better.
2024 is going to be a whole different kind of hype.
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
Very different.
Well,
Very
Mama
different.
Blue, thank you so much for taking this time to talk to me. I surely appreciate it. And you're gonna have to come back, like once we started doing stuff again in 2024.
Okay,
Yes?
definitely, definitely. And then maybe we can collaborate or talk about doing the group. After you get
Okay.
your t-shirt, we could do a not that kind of grandma photo.
That would be really cool. That
Yeah.
would be really cool. And either just not just a photo, but I would love to be with some of the groups that I know in my heart that you are going to start for that age group and not that kind of grandma. I see it in your face. I know you, and I like I said earlier, I know how much work you do in the community. So I look forward to working with you on some endeavor, whatever it may be.
Well, I appreciate that because it's always good to have a sister, auntie, friend have your back.
There you go. Okay, thank you again, and I love you dearly.
Love you too. Have a good
Okay,
night.
all right, you
Happy
too.
holidays. Bye bye.
Bye bye.